Hey there friends, what's up? It's your friend Claire here. So in today's video we create this peachy, corally, fun, springtime, beachy, dramatic, glam, festival-y eye. It's more, I was going for a corally peach look. There are actually 3 other looks that I was going to film today before I sat down, and then I was like, you know what? Peach, that's what I want. So you're going to hear in this video, I'm going to refer to this as a peach look, but overall we came out with like a corally, beachy springtime vibe. So that's what we got today, and if you want to keep watching, go ahead and do so. Hit that subscribe button. I post new videos 3 times a week most of the time, and it's been a year here on YouTube, so we have a lot to grow. And yeah, I hope you really like this video, and I hope you like this look, and if you want to see how I get this look, then keep on watching. Just to save time, I did go ahead and do my brows, and I went ahead and put concealer and setting powder on my eyelids to go ahead and prime them to get them ready for this look, because we're going to do the eyes first today, because this is going to be not a super dramatic look, but I don't know, I've been kind of in the vibe of doing eyes first lately, because you can kind of like make a mess and then clean it up. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. So today's another one of those days where I can kind of see the vision that I want to go for, which is always like a great feeling. And I'm seeing something really peachy, like peachy, orangey, bright springtime. Not full on summer, just springtime and happy. But I'm going to go into a color that I rarely use, and it is in the Shayla X ColourPop Perception palette, and it's in the shade Thick, with just a C. So it's like this bright orange tangerine shade, and we're going to put that in our crease. I'm going to apply that with just a fluffy brush, and I have very little product on the brush because I know this is like a very bright shade, and I want to be able to spread this out kind of thin to keep it from getting too crazy. But we're just going to put this all in our crease and kind of fade it out into the inner corner. But we're not going to do like a halo eye today. It's going to be kind of just a fanned out look. I have very little product on the brush, and as you can see, that does go a very far away, and we're just doing little circles and blending it out and making sure it's blending without being too choppy on the outsides. Now I have a feeling I may end up hating this next move that I'm about to make because I want it to be light and airy and really peachy, but something's calling me to the shade. I want to go into First Date, which is like this like strawberry red color in the Kylie Cosmetics Valentine palette, and I saw that they restocked this, and I feel like this is a good palette for the whole year. So if y'all want to buy this, I really do recommend it. But I'm going to take this little brush, I call it my dagger brush, and we're going to go in very carefully and just do a thin, ooh, I already messed up, thin amount in the crease. Like, and when I say in the crease, I mean like kind of close your eye a little bit so you make sure that you're only getting in the crease, because this isn't going to be like a all like fanned out shade. I just want to really have this as our transition from that thick color into what the overall lid's going to be. So it's it kind of looks like it's going to be a red, but it goes on more as like a strawberry. And then I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm going to take this brush that has nothing on it. It actually may have a little bit of bronzer on it. I'm going to make sure that has nothing on it. And then I'm going to go between that First Date shade and Thick and make sure they're nice and blended. I always recommend going with a brush that has nothing on it if you're going through 2 really bright shades, because if those shades were not blended together, it would look really bad. It would just look like orange and red. But see, if you really make sure they're nice and blended, it gives it more of an airbrushed vibe. Now I had said I wanted to put concealer on the eyes, but I think since it's kind of light and the look that we're going to go for is really light, and I don't want it to look too dramatic and bam, I want it to be kind of like smooth, and even if it's a little see-through, that's okay. But so I'm going to go just with some shadows, and first thing I want to do is spray a brush, because I just really feel like even if it's just wet of any sort, whatever you want to put on it, like maybe not water but any kind of spray, I'm going to go with the Morphe M421 brush. I know that sentence didn't really make a lot of sense, but any kind of setting spray or priming spray, it'll really help you pick up some product. This is the Morphe 35E palette. I've used this on here before. They do not sell this on the site, but I do notice that they have a lot of these colors in other palettes, maybe not the exact same ones, but a lot of dupes. And so just because you can't get this palette online, I feel a little bit weird using it, but I really want to use this palette, so you can find many dupes out there. But I'm going to go into this shade right here. I'm probably going to use these 2 shades as well, but right now I'm going to go into this shade. It's like a hot peach. That's how I would probably describe that the best. It's kind of orangey, but still has a little bit of like a pink to it. And this is going to be the shade that transitions us from the outer corner to the inner part of the eye, because we're going to be using a lot of different peachy colors. Well, maybe not a lot, but some really bright ones. And this is the color that we're going to use on the outer corner of the eye. So I'm just working it with this flat brush, as you can see, and I'm just picking that peach color up and I'm rounding it out to fade into this outer corner. And then I'm probably going to go back in with some of that First Date shade, and I'm going to make sure it's nice and blended. And so we're just going to bring this out until about the halfway point of the eye. And so this is just going to make it look like it goes from a matte to a shimmer flawlessly. Again, I'm going to go back into that First Date shade with just a tiny bit and just make sure it's really blended, which these two shades honestly complement each other really well, and I'm a big fan of that. So good. Okay, so I have that hot peachy shade on my lid, and I really am a fan of how it's looking so far. I can see the end result in my brain already. I'm really liking it. But now I'm going to spray my Morphe M431 brush, and this is like a little, like a pencil brush, I guess you could call it. And I'm going to go into the shade Be Mine in the Kylie Cosmetics palette, the Valentine's palette. It's so pretty. It's like a light pinky peach, you know what I'm saying? And it's just really pretty, and I think it's going to really just show that this is a, ooh, not good, peachy vibe that we're going for. Not too hot, not too soft. And this shade, I've spoken about this before, I think in the last tutorial where I use this palette. The shimmers in this are very, like, is iridescent the word I'm looking for? So you really have to pack this bad boy on there. You see what I'm saying? It's going on like really thin. Like, I've spoken about it being like kind of see-through, but this is like mega see-through. I'm like, if I put concealer on it, I don't think it would look any better. It may actually look worse. But I'm just gonna I'm gonna spray my brush again, and I'm just gonna keep kind of going back into that color and just layering it and like packing it on. So yeah, if you're wanting like a shimmery look to go on your eyelid, just kind of thin that you can apply with your finger, this would be it. But, and I've used this shade before, and I don't remember it being this thin, but then again, I did have concealer under it. But you kind of see what I'm saying? Like, it does look good once it's like on there, because it kind of gives like these iridescent, like, is that the vibe I'm going for? No, it's translucent. That means see-through. Iridescent means shiny. I always get those words mixed up. But I mean, it gives you an iridescent feel once it's on there, but it's like kind of translucent, like see-through. That could be wrong. Someone please correct me. So both eyes are now covered. I look kind of like a clown, you know, like before you get the full face on. But I'm going to tap into that First Date shade one more time. And I just wanted to show y'all that I'm doing this. I really could have just done this off camera. But I'm going to kind of just touch up that outer corners and make sure they're nice and like even looking, like one doesn't look different than the other, because sometimes that's like my biggest thing I need to work on, is sometimes they kind of get a little uneven. And then I'm going to go back into that bright peachy shade from the Morphe palette and blend up into the Be Mine shade and just kind of go back and mark my territory to where make sure it kind of does cover half the eyeball. So that Be Mine shade's really supposed to be on the inner half of the eye, and then the bright Morphe shade is going to be on the outer half. Okay, now I'm going to go into something I haven't really used in a long time, and it's a little bit more rose gold rather than peachy, but I think it'll be really pretty. I'm going in with the Tarteist Pro glitter liner, and this is in the shade Rose Gold, so it is rose gold. And I'm going to go into the glitter side. So there's like kind of like a metallic liner side, but I'm going to go into just the true glitter side, and we're going to go ahead and line the top lash line and kind of do like a thin, like, not winged liner, but maybe, let's just see where this goes. It's going to be something that's not really going to show up unless somebody's like really paying attention to the detail on my eyelid, which I'm going to work after this, so probably no one will notice. But let's go ahead and kind of like wing it out, just a simple wing, as you see. So nothing too dramatic, and it's like cool if you kind of mess up because it's very light. I just think it's going to be really pretty if somebody does see the detail. And now I'm going to go ahead and line my top waterline with this black eyeliner from Victoria's Secret. Super old, probably shouldn't be using it, but it still works. Now I want to go ahead and do the rest of the face before I continue. For primer, I'm going to go into the Smashbox Primerizer. It's like a primer and moisturizer. I love this stuff. Y'all probably heard me talk about this before. I know I've used this on here before. Oh no, I did not take all of that off. So I realized I forgot to take off all of the eyeshadow that's kind of made its way onto my face, but oh well. And now I've really been loving this. I've used this like twice already today because I took a shower earlier. My hair smells really good, by the way. I found this new conditioner and I wish y'all could smell it. But I'm going to go into the facial spray with Aloe Herbs and Rose Water by Mario Badescu. Anyway, I just spritzed my face with that. It just kind of leaves you feeling all misty and whatnot. So for foundation, I'm going to go into my Old Faithful Born This Way foundation, the Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Oil-Free Foundation in the shade Pearl, which is like I think it's a pink and neutral undertone mix. And so I'm just going to take that with a damp beauty sponge. And then we're just going to place that all over my face and just blend it all out. Y'all know I typically really love using brushes to apply my makeup, but lately I've really been into this beauty sponge. I don't know what it is, but it kind of just has been, I don't know if it's because my brushes got like dirty or something and haven't been like flawlessly blending it out, but it just makes it look kind of all really just patted down into the skin and leaves like a flawless finish. And now I'm going to go into the concealer that I normally use. It's the Born This Way concealer in the shade Snow. And I'm just going to use this to highlight the face mainly and to cover up all of my little breakouts that I have on random parts of my face. Because I want to show y'all my current skincare routine because it makes my face look so good with like no breakouts, like fully like hydrated and everything. But I went to the beach this week. I'm on my spring break. Or it's the end of my spring break now, but the beach breaks my face out a lot of the time. I think it's because we like were with the top down and the Jeep and all that stuff, and it made me so oily. And then also there were some nights where I didn't fully take my makeup off. Like I would take a shower, but then we would like go out to eat and stuff, and then I would just rinse my face off when we got back, and like I thought I took all my makeup off, but I didn't because I'm used to taking like a full shower right before I go to bed and making sure I get everything off my face. Because when I do that, when I do my normal routine, I have like pretty like no breakouts or acne, and I have been breaking out all this week from how bad I have been treating my skin, and also I have not been eating well. Like, oh, I've had so much bad food this week, like fried food and dairy. So when my skin clears up, I'm going to show y'all my current skincare routine for oily skin. I wish I could like really give y'all like a different routine of makeup because I've been showing y'all like the same face routine for a while, but it just works. I'm going to go into the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. If y'all get this because I've told you to, let me know and let me know how you like it because I love this stuff. It just works so well. Any product, because I have people send me pictures of like Snapchats and stuff. Add me on Snapchat, by the way, if you haven't. But I'll have people send me pictures of them buying stuff and say like, trying this out because you said to, and it makes me feel so good, but it also makes me really nervous. So anytime you try something that I have recommended to you, please let me know because I would love to know how you like it and like if you're trying out something because I recommended it, because that would make me feel super, it makes me feel super good every time I get people messaging me telling me they're trying stuff because of me, or if they like something because I said to like try it out, you know what I'm saying? It just makes you feel good. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing this for a reason. And so I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my face with my go-to lately, not the Hoola bronzer. Well, I do love the Hoola bronzer, but this is the Physicians Formula Casey Holmes palette. This is their collab, and it's just the regular, and this stuff smells so good. And with the spring vibes, the peachy vibes, it takes me back to the beach. We had so much fun at the beach this week, y'all. Like, it made me want to like all move down there and just live together at the beach. It was so fun. Like, I have a vlog coming. Well, it's probably already up. It is definitely up by now, but you should go check it out. It's really short and cute and more artsy than what I normally do. It's not like a talking vlog, it's like a video vlog. So I'm going to go contour down the nose just slightly, just to give it a shape, because otherwise it just looks like I have an egg sitting in the middle of my face. Next I'm going to go into my favorite peachy bronzer I've ever gotten. I got it on sale in Target like a year ago. It's the Sunset Bronzer by Sonia Kashuk, and it's so pretty, and it's like peachy and sparkly, and it just leaves you looking like you are going to a concert at the beach or something. It's so pretty. And then I'm going to go with my beauty sponge and just kind of tap towards the center of my face to kind of make sure the bronzer and the blush aren't coming too far in, because sometimes I get a little bit too excited, especially with the blush. And let's just kind of make sure it's all like patted into the foundation and doesn't come too far out. Okay, now before we finish like the highlight and the lips, I want to finish the lower lash line and the lashes and everything. I'm going to go into the shade Breakfast at Tiffany's. This is from Morphe. It's a single shadow. I thought this would be so pretty. Like, I always think pops of teal are super, super pretty with like a corally, coral, that's the shade of my lid. It's not peachy, it's coral. So you're going to hear me say coral a lot in this video, but the title's probably, I mean peachy, but the title's probably going to be coral something. But I always thought that like this shade, it kind of just makes me feel like I'm at the beach, and I thought it'd be really pretty on the lower lash line because it's kind of like a seafoam blue. Even though it's like a Breakfast at Tiffany's blue truly, I just thought it's really pretty. And then I'm going to take the bigger side of the brush, this double-ended brush, and I'm just going to kind of fan that out and make sure it's not like choppy under there. But I did, like I'm really just pressing that against that lower lash line, and then I'm fanning it out with this side. And I'm going to line my lower lash line with the shade, it's the Jordana brand in the shade Bliss, and this is from Walgreens. I got it years ago, y'all, years ago. And it's just always been super pretty. So this is like a little bit of a different blue than that Breakfast at Tiffany's shade, but together they're just going to be, they're really going to make the eye pop, I think. Really pretty. I think I'm also going to take this really precise brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Busted. It's like a denim blue color from the Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette. I just happened to see this, but I want to do like the thinnest line ever to kind of make it look like we have almost like a black liner on the bottom lash line to kind of separate that Breakfast at Tiffany's shade and then that Bliss eyeliner, just to give it a little bit more definition for the lashes, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise it's going to be really light down here, and I just felt like it really needed something. So see, that kind of just gives it a little bit more pop, a little bit more zing, and I really like it. Just put some glue on my lashes, and I'm letting them dry right now, and I'm using the Miami lashes. I was going to use my Iconic Light lashes. They are MIA right now, so they're probably in my makeup bag that I had, that I took home this week, but these Miami's just happened to be here, so I took it as a sign that I should just go ahead and wear them, even though they're very, very big and dramatic. But you know what, so what? I'm dramatic too, so I forget how big these bad boys are. Like, they're so big. And I'm gonna run back through them with some mascara to kind of blend them together. I'm gonna curl the fake lashes what I can, just to kind of make them like a little bit more boom. I think we're going to go ahead and add our highlight. I'm going to go into the ColourPop Smoke and Whistles highlight because it's kind of like a peachy pink. Oh, what am I doing? I was about to spray the highlight. Oh, snap. I'm going to spray this brush. I love this brush. I think this came from Target in some kind of like cheap brush bag, but it has been just a loyal brush to me. And I love putting on highlight with it because it's kind of thick, like me. And so yeah, I'm just going to apply the highlight. See, it's so pretty, and this highlight is like, I think $6 or $8, maybe $7. It's just such a pretty color. So yeah, get all that beautifulness around to the temples and to a little bit on the forehead. Take that highlight and put that on the inner corner of our eye, because right now we don't have an inner corner eye highlight, and so this is gonna this is gonna be it. Make it all kind of tie together. Y'all, I look so dramatic for work. Like, I'm about to go sweat in this. It's probably gonna be broken out tomorrow. And we're gonna put a little bit of that on the brow bone as well. So for lipstick today, I'm gonna prime my lips with this EOS like lip balm thing. It's just really random. My lips just need some moisture before I go on it with a matte liquid lip. I think I'm gonna go into this peachy color by Kylie Cosmetics. I don't remember what the color of this is. The name came off the bottom. I don't think it's Angel. It came in like a random pack. Ooh, I have so much on my lips. I have foundation all on my lips. Okay, got all that off. Try to get all that foundation off my lips. Didn't know that was there. Okay. One thing I like about these minis is I kind of line my lips with the pointer part. I'm going to spritz again with that rose spray just to give me some dewiness. Okay guys, so that was it for today's video. It's nothing like I thought I was going to end up like, but it's really pretty and really fun. Very springy and like festival-y in a way, and I just think it looks really good for this time of year. Very glam, very dramatic, but also very, very wearable. Very easy to wear. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this look. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Oops, sorry. And let me know what other kind of videos you want to see here on my channel. I have like a list of makeup looks I want to film, but I want your guys' input, and let me know what you guys' input, whatever. I want your input in letting me know what I should film next. I will see you in my next video, and have a blessed day wherever you are. Bye. Mwah.